I don't know what's happening this week. I have a lot on my mind.
You do.
I do.
Do you want to have a...
No, I want to just fucking start the show and then muddle through
So,
without notes or nothing.
you don't need notes. It's all in your noggin.
We're going, you don't need notes. I don't know why.
You went...
why I'm from Cornwall now.
That is... Oh, that is so... That's the good kind of southern, though.
That's true.
Yeah. I hate that I'm classed as southern. Because everywhere, except Scotland, is classed as southern from here.
Yeah, that's true.
Northumberland.
Yeah, you're proper northern for like southerners, so it's weird how that works, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I'm not northern enough for northerners, but I'm northern enough for southerners. But I'm not in the Midlands.
Aye. The Midlands isn't in fucking middle, so
It's not. It's
Is
off to
that-
one side, same as me. And then what
Yeah.
should be classed as the Midlands is big frigging fields in Sussex.
Well, maybe that's why it's called the Midlands, because it'd be like Cumbria, and there's just fuck all there.
It is beautiful, Cumbria, though.
I'm not slagging it. I'm just
I know you're not. But it is central.
yeah.
But then again, the country's weirdly shaped, so what is classed as the middle?
Like after like Manchester and that, there's just this big.
It's a vast open space of what is this?
There's fuck all, and then there's like
And then it's Wales.
Teesside and Tyne and Weir, and then Scotland.
Northumberland.
Aye,
I do like Northumberland.
I fucking love Northumberland. It's so beautiful.
Driving down the coast. In the rain.
Yeah, we should go for more driving holidays.
We should.
Swish.
We'll go to Wales next.
Okay. I feel like if I'm going to Wales, I might as well go. Just keep going.
We'll just go all the way down to Cornwall.
Just
we'll go where the
down
accent
Louisa.
takes us.
But just drive up onto the ferry and go out to Belfast.
And go see Paige. Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah.
She'd be like, what fucking hell have you brought with you? I'd be like, ah,
It's my emotional support goblin.
ESG. Oh, Lord. I would put that on my CV.
I think you should.
ESG for the last 2017 to present. References on request. You're like, yeah, she did good goblinging. Goblining? Goblining? I don't like that's.
Don't put my phone number though, that stressed me out.
I'll put mine and just pretend to be you. It'll be fine.
Fair.
Oh, right.
I'm putting most of this in, by the way, so I might as well just introduce the show.
God, were we doing that today?
Um,
Hi, friends!
Hi,
Hi, I'm Becky.
I'm Bekah.
And we are Queer Circus Podcast. And this is episode 3.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah, that seems to be our thing.
Three's the magic number.
So if you've made it this far, then God bless you. And I know a good priest who deals in exorcisms. Lobotomies. But yeah, cheers for coming back. And things and stuff. That's it. Podcast over.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Done. No, so we are here today to waffle on at you some more. But firstly, I think we should address the fact that we are gigantic hypocrites. At the end of the last podcast, or somewhere in the last podcast, we decided, we give our own little opinions about going out of a weekend and saying, no, we like to stay in and we don't do impromptu nights out. Literally, the second we stopped recording, a bottle of rosé wine was shoved into my hand, which I then drank from the bottle.
Don't make me out to be a pusher.
You gave me an option. I said, wine makes me fighty, and you gave me wine.
We didn't fight anyone.
I mean, Not physically. Emotionally, I definitely
a
fought
little
some
bit,
people.
yeah.
But yeah, we literally, as soon as we stopped recording, we just started drinking and then went to bed. I went to bed at 9 o'clock Saturday night. So it was a very, very impromptu and ridiculous night out.
It was class though, to be fair.
It was a belting night out.
I was proper gas.
Oh, God, that pure Spanish boy. Oh, God bless him. My missus came up to me, you can speak Spanish, come speak to this Spanish boy, I want him to be my friend. And then, I don't know Spanish. Not enough to actually speak to someone who is fluent in Spanish.
Yeah, we have Duolingo on our phones, but
I can do basics.
I've done quite a lot of Spanish lessons, but that boy spoke to me and I was just like,
I don't know what you're saying, Petal, I'm sorry.
mate, it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I've
I am wrecked.
wrecked, and I haven't done Duolingo in ages.
I do like Duolingo though.
I get like a little bit hyper focused with it sometimes.
Yeah.
And I do like, it's like, oh well, you know, do it every day, and then, you know, but like do it to like a reasonable level, and I just can't do that. I can either do like the top level hardcore for like a couple of weeks, where it's just do loads and loads and loads and loads of lessons, and then just leave it for like a year.
And then I'm like, ¿Cómo está?
Yeah.
I nearly said le chate sur la table, and that's friggin' French. The wrong language entirely.
Le singe est sous la branche.
What?
The monkey's on the branch.
Oh, what's monkey?
Le singe, I think.
Ooh.
I'm getting that off of Eddie's VHS. That's how long ago I had that.
Oh my God.
And he did a whole bit in French.
Did he?
Yeah.
I hold my hands up and admit, as much as I love Eddie Izzard, I haven't seen a lot of his stand-up. No, I don't remember it anyway.
I think he's a bit of a bollocks.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, well, what it was, right? I was in the car and I was driving along and I just got really fucking annoyed because I don't actually know what he said. They were just speaking about what he'd said, but it was something about like you know, don't react to Nazis online, and he'd like teamed up with Labour or something to say, you know, just basically let the Nazis tire themselves out, which is absolutely not going to work.
They're not children.
At all. Well, exactly, and it really fucked me off, and it was just like this really do nothing attitude, and this idea as well that if everybody thinks like me, it'd be alright type of crack, which really annoys me. It gets
that would only be justifiable if it was me.
Yeah.
Because if everybody thought like me, nobody would be fighting.
Well, unless
you give me wine.
Have some wine, yeah.
I'll just ban wine. It'll be fine. Oh, the luck. How many people have just gone, oh, you fam, not voting for you. Yeah, bitch. I need wine. I have children.
The fury of Dionysus shall be upon you.
Ooh. Harsh. I thought we were friends.
Not after that crack.
Fair enough.
I do enjoy wine. I'm not gonna lie.
I enjoy wine, but that's the problem. I sat and drank that out of the bottle. I didn't even need a glass.
Yeah, no, we were Pierre Banji and I enjoyed it. You can get wine drunk on glasses, but it takes a while, but we were like
chugging it out the bottle.
Yeah, we were like
15-year-olds. We were actually going to new metal though.
Yeah,
new
well,
metal
this was the whole thing. This is why I was like, let's drink wine out of a bottle.
Put some Slipknot on.
Yeah.
Some Cold Chamber.
Yeah, just fucking moshing in the kitchen.
Oh, God.
Living our best lives, really.
It was a very good night. Mm-hmm. And you went on a whole expedition in the morning to the park with my missus.
Oh, my God, we did.
And you went up a big hill.
Oh.
And came back and had tidied the house and had a shower and done 4 loads of washing.
The park was one thing. The hill was a whole other.
She was trying to get me up that hill for 2 years.
Yeah. 2
years. I mean, it's a beautiful hill.
She's tremendously sneaky. She lured us out the house to the park, which I knew was nearby, and it's like, can I take you up my favourite hill? And I was just like,
yeah, but you think it's going to be around the corner, but it's not.
No, it isn't. She's like, I'll just get the taxi, and you're like,
What the
What is
fuck?
happening right now?
Oh no, if my
But I was-
missus is out on an
yeah.
expedition, oh, she's out, she's having the best little time. It's an Emma adventure.
Yeah.
And she enjoys her little adventures.
I was too wrecked to argue. Like, I hadn't slept.
That was it. I was on the
I
floor
was
curled
still
up.
technically drinking. I was just
Just a bag of alcohol pops.
just nursing this blue wicked at fucking 10 o'clock in the morning. Just, what has my life become?
Oh, it was glorious. It was so much fun. But yes, hypocrites. Literal immediate hypocrites.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
oh well.
sorry.
No, I'm always a hypocrite, but always in like cutesy ways. I'm like, you have to throw all of your beanies out because beanies are horrible. And then 2 weeks later, I'm like,
Oh, I'm still mad about that.
and the sun hat. You can still have that sun hat. You can have it. I never wore it.
That lot of good it's going to do me in September.
You'd still wear it. It's you.
I mean, I suppose so.
So it could be a rain hat if you. I don't fucking know. Also, another reason why we're hypocrites. On the first episode, we're like, we're going to try and keep this PG.
Yeah.
We're going to be dead good. And albeit I haven't said my favourite word very much. But this, we've not exactly been...
You've said it a few times and I've tried to edit around it, to be fair.
It's impossible to edit around.
I know. These bloody Americans with their highfalutin standards.
Yeah, but we only have 3% of our listeners in the USA. So
Oh,
they
fuck
can
'em.
chuff off then. But we do have listeners in Vietnam.
Hiya.
Hiya. Hi, people in Vietnam. Whoever you may be. Come to us, talk to us. We're very curious as to who you are.
I was going to say I get Vietnamese on my Duolingo, but I've been at Spanish for a couple of years and it's
That's a... I know people who've tried to learn Mandarin and I just look at it and I'm like, oh, I've got... But apparently it's easier than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like anything, I suppose, I'm just not willing to put the effort into anything.
Yeah.
Because I have mental health problems.
I mean, that's mood.
And I don't like effort.
Effort is the living worst.
Oh, fuck effort.
No, I'm not even going to get into all of that right now.
What effort?
Well, yeah.
We'd like things to be effortless.
My whole work ethic thing, but do you know what it is, right? If these little nuggets that are put out but don't actually give you the full rant, if you want to hear about them, give us a shout on the Facebook, because you know, we still don't have proper topics that we're doing. We keep meaning to, and then it just, like, last week we're going to do the whole like LGBT thing, and it just...
We were massively underprepared and then we were super overprepared.
Yeah.
And neither worked. We work best fluid.
And as well, you know, it just fucking took ages because we had so much to say about it, and then like certain marginalised communities, we felt like we didn't really have enough information about it, so we weren't really doing it justice. So, I mean, some of you might love to listen to us for like 2 hours at a time. Personally, I don't want to fucking edit us for 2 hours at a time.
I know there's at least 2 people who have requested that we do longer episodes, but
Well,
fuck you.
yeah, no.
Maybe you'll get that one day.
An hour-ish is how much you're getting, and you can just...
Deal with it.
It's once a week, man. How about it?
Exactly. Just, what more do you want from us?
That's plenty.
I spend the rest of my week dealing with workies and the council
Yeah.
and brain goblins.
Yeah.
And the fact that
That's my main
goblins are
occupation.
my main occupation, mentally deranged.
Yeah. Should we explain what we mean by brain goblins? Because I think that's an us thing that might not translate to...
Yeah, I think we maybe should. That might be helpful.
Yeah.
So we refer to... This actually started with you referring to the... What would you classify it as, like, the dark side of your brain?
Yeah.
The little creeping anxiety niggles that go, you're not good, you're a bad person, you're this, you're that, you're the other. So we like to refer to them as the goblins. And when we have a chat with each other and the goblins are taking over, we address the goblins as a separate entity to the human.
Yeah.
So I don't tell you off for having anxiety. Well, I don't tell you anyone off. But I have a little word with the goblins. I'm like, yeah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
She was amazing.
Yeah, she's class.
But you like to say, don't you speak to my best friend like that.
You know, it is like, I mean, is it? I'm not sure. It's kind of like a separate person.
It feels like a separate personality.
Yeah.
But it's like, for me, it's like the irrational and the rational side. So like my irrational brain is the goblins and my rational side is me going, but it's okay. You're not going to die today, but you might. But I won't. But you might. Fuck off, goblins.
We're gobshites.
No, we're gobshites.
Well, so are the goblins.
But
we do have certain things in common with them.
Gobshitishness.
That's the main one, yeah.
I do like being a gobshite, though.
Aye.
Makes my life a bit more interesting. I think we've said gobshite at least once every episode so far.
That is effectively the theme of these podcasts thus far.
Gobshitery.
Yeah. We even set out to have a theme today, but that's went out of the window.
We can segue back into the theme.
We'll segue back around eventually.
You know I can do that somehow. To be fair, the topic of discussion for today, we were going to do mental health, so we have
that's true.
vaguely touched upon that.
Yeah.
So that was an unexpected surprise, which was nicely segued in.
Yeah. I do want to do, like, at some point, maybe next time, but we say that each time, you know, and do like a proper informative podcast where we like get a bunch of research and speak about experiences, and not just like hear a shite about what we've been up to and that. But for now, you know, we're learning as we're doing, and this is what you're getting.
You get what you're given. If you don't like it, please continue to listen, because we still need validation at the end of the day.
Well, that's true.
And I'm not afraid to admit it.
You know, that's a very odd thing. It's always, you know, when people go on about like, oh, attention seeking, and I'm like, well, pay attention to them. Like, and it's always stuff like, oh, like we're like self-harm and that, and just like, oh, well, they're just doing it for attention. Like, if they need attention so badly that they're fucking slicing themselves up with a razor blade, then probably somebody should go and fucking check in with them.
Yep.
And say, are you alright, mate?
It's usually your funny friends as well. It's your friends that go, no, I'm okay. No, I'm fine. I'm good. Check in on your friends and tell your friends you love them.
It's very important.
That's a life rule. Tell your friends you love them. I think that's very important.
I mean, we were speaking about love language a little bit last week, but I think it's important as well to sort of underline that with, like, how to say, just like actively supporting one another as well. You know, it's all very well and good. So like, you know, with my brain goblins and that, you can say, right, well, no, she told us that she loved it just the other day, and I should say that. But where's she now when you're fucking crying and feeling miserable and horrible about yourself? It's just a fucking thing that she's saying.
At home crying, feeling miserable for herself, thinking the same thing, probably.
But like, I mean, and it took quite a lot of effort and for me to sort of move past that and to be able to like, to just ask for help, just ask for support, and just, you know, text someone and saying,
I need attention
I'm feeling
right
really
now.
awful. Can you just fucking talk to me, please?
But you do it very consensually. I feel like we both do. It's like, have you got 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm not just going to offload my shit on you and go deal with this, because you might be like, right, no, I don't have the time for that right now. Yeah. But if you go, have you got 5 minutes? I'm like, right, I can put myself aside for 5 minutes to help you, and then I can get back to my crying.
Yeah.
I can go back to bed and carry on crying. Like, it's a communal thing.
But I think as well, though, that's good because it gives you, for me, it makes me feel like valuable. And so if you come to me for help, even though I'm feeling shit, then I can say, right, well, fuck feeling shit, because I need to help you right now. And then having helped you, then I'm like, oh, well, you're a worthless person. Well, evidently I'm not, because
And that
I've
person
just helped
came
my
to me
friend.
for help. On purpose. I chose you
Yeah.
to help me.
See what I do in a
I mean,
mental
you
health
can't see
episode
on
after all.
audio, but I'm beaming. I'm like actually beaming.
Beaming so broadly, I'm quite sure you can see it through the audio.
You can see it all the way in Vietnam. Hello. I'm so impressed by that. I love analytics.
Yeah.
Give me more analytics.
You should learn the Vietnamese for Hello Vietnam.
Oh, we could just do it like, Good morning, Vietnam.
I don't know about that.
Why?
Because of the whole war thing and that.
I know, but I just like Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Again, funny man.
Yeah.
Check on your pals.
Harry Gobsh as well.
But it is a good film.
Yeah.
I like Robin Williams. He was a good egg.
Nah.
Meh. You're not feeling him?
I mean, I'm sure he's a lovely enough person and that, but he's just... I can't be doing with that whole, like, over-the-top physical comedy. Jim Carrey's the same. It's just
I'm not a big fan of
exhausting,
Jim Carrey. Or Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
For that reason.
Even when I was little, like, it's just like... Calm down.
Just, it is a bit much, like... Yeah, I don't like Adam Sandler for that reason. People get very offended and I'm like... Unless it's Little Nicky or Waterboy,
Yeah.
I don't really do Adam Sandler. I think he's a bit of a prick.
Adam Sandler is a dick, yeah. I did enjoy the Waterboy, but mostly for Fairuza Balk.
Yeah.
That was the gayest sound I've heard today.
Oh, it was a very gay sound. I'm a very gay person. If you hadn't noticed.
Did we? No, we didn't put out the whole episode about the LGBT thing when we were going on about being a couple of puffs.
Yeah, but we are, for the record.
Yeah. I'm quite sure it's came up before.
Yeah.
We need to go back through these and make notes of all the things that we've actually put out and all the things that we said but then ended up on the cutting room floor, so to speak.
Yeah, that's true. The unedited versions. I've even listened to these. Only you have. That's your domain.
Don't listen to them.
I dread between mentioning me dealer's name
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
saying some very inappropriate things.
A lot of C words.
Oh, but they're so good.
I know, but it doesn't mean like anything that offensive up north.
Up north,
But
it's a
we have a
endearment.
global audience, and so I feel that
global.
it's a podcasting, so it's we're not restricted by like broadcasting standards or anything like that, so we can say fuck as many times as we want, and I think that translates pretty globally. Some people might not like it, but that's tough fucking tits, honestly. But the C word is tremendously offensive in certain areas, so
I mean, fine. I'll rein it in. It will slip out from time to time, but I'll rein it in and I'll just use fuck more.
okay.
Does that make you happy?
Well,
Like, a bit, but
I'm no bothering, but I can't be bothered dealing with Americans emailing in saying, "How dare you use that word?"
it's my favorite.
No.
It's such a good. I could do a whole episode on why that's amazing.
Well, maybe we will, and we can put a disclaimer.
We could definitely do that. I do like a disclaimer. Should set one up. Just a couple of gobshites.
Couple of gobshites.
Hypocritical gobshites. But I'm so smiley and energetic that it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And we weren't that hypocritical, like, because I made my bed before I went out. That was the one thing.
I did put your
That's
washing
it.
out so it didn't go
You
foisty.
did put my washing out because I was in a flap getting ready.
But you did look super cute though. It was adorable. I mean, the outfit 24 hours later still looked cute.
Okay,
But-
I'm glad that's how that sentence finished, because I was not feeling it.
I I'm the only one who managed to shower on Saturday. I couldn't not. I felt so filthy. I've been rolling around on the floor outside all night, just off me not.
Yeah, I need to like leave pajamas or something at yours because I don't want to shower and then have to get back into my sweaty clubbing clothes. You know what I mean?
I'll give you a drawer.
Yeah.
Be like when you've got a new partner and you're like, oh, you can keep a couple of things at mine. A little drawer. Put some bits in there for you.
Aye.
I've got a toothbrush here. I'll get you a toothbrush for mine. I mean, you've got a key to my front door.
Aye.
You might as well have a toothbrush.
Grand.
Grand, yeah.
We're set.
That's that settled. You're moving in. I don't think Emma would be too bothered. Actually, no, I think Emma would go insane if she had to deal with this 24/7.
That's fair.
Bless her. She gets my side of it constantly, but the pair of us double teaming, like, oh, her little brain would explode. Like, I can't cope with all the bullshit. It's just too much of it. Like, now you're being silly now. Like, we know.
She'd just fucking take me up a hill.
She would. She's like, come on, let's come see the parrots. Come with me. That's what she does with me when I'm sad. She's like, come look at animals. And I'm like, I don't want to go look at the animals. And then I go see the animals and then I just explode with joy.
It's a sight to behold.
Oh, it is. To love it.
God, that's really sad.
What?
You're never going to witness you witnessing animals.
Oh.
I'm gonna bring you to the zoo and bring a big mirror.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that. It's very uphill. I'll be gross and sweaty. And just be looking at myself in the mirror going, I'll
just send you the videos from Edinburgh Zoo.
I've already got them.
Got them.
I haven't seen, no, well, they're just of the animals with me narrating and trying to befriend them all in the background.
Yeah. That was such a good day.
That was such a good day. I think we're going to come back to that for many more episodes. Just like, do you remember the zoo? The zoo was so good.
Worth every penny. Shall we? You've got some notes where we give any shout outs this week? Or?
We were to do some shout outs this week. So we're gonna I'm in cahoots now with Kat. Oh yeah, I'm in cahoots with one of the mod members at the LGBT Northern Social Group, and Kat has asked very nicely, and we have graciously accepted. Well, because, you know, I asked her, because I like being involved in things. And on the 19th of October, there is a fundraiser for Mermaid Charity, which is a trans charity, and it's called Under the Sea. Fancy dress is encouraged, but not mandatory.
Okay.
But I'm definitely going to make myself a shell bra. That is 100% a thing that's happening. I think we've just decided that we're going to. And we can't be that hypocritical that we advertise something and don't go. So you'll see us there. We've got no choice now. I've volunteered us.
Anxiety permitting.
Fuck yes.
Hashtag disclaimer.
Yeah, that's a whole thing. So yeah, get yourselves down. Tickets are £3 each. You can speak to Kat or you can speak to Jay or any of the mod team or the admin team at the LGBT Northern Social Group. And it is over 18s, but good.
Yeah.
Because I would like to get quite drunk in a shell bra.
I mean, I can already see that going disastrously, but
I've done it before.
I'm here for it.
I've done it before, yeah.
Okay.
You just watch this space.
I'm frustrated because the blue's coming out of my hair and I'm changing it to a different colour to change into my winter foliage.
Foliage.
And that would have been good for a mermaid's ball. It's not a ball. Can I wear a ball gown anyways?
Yeah. The Little Mermaid wore a ball gown when she got legs.
That's true. Oh, and she had red hair.
And then it'll have like a whole transitional vibe. And sick. How gay are we?
Tremendously.
Tremendously, yeah. I'm totally going as a mermaid. So if you want to see me in a shell bra,
wrecked,
dancing around, having the time of my life, while supporting a very, very good charity, then come do so. Oh, and if you have anything you would like to donate to the raffle, get in touch with them above, them in charge.
Aye.
Aye.
At Northern Region Social.
Aye.
Great.
That one, them.
Better.
Lovely. They're a group of lovely folk, and if you're not on there, you should definitely join, because there's a lovely little community on there just to kind of...
Yeah, I haven't been to any of like the meetings or anything, but like, do you know, you get all these Facebook groups, and it's usually quite annoying getting the notes for them. But I really like the ones I get.
I get excited when I get them because I'm like, oh, what am I gonna like post on now? And it's like interactive, but not in an overstimulating way.
Yeah.
Which is very good because many of us in the queer community have mental health issues and sensory issues, and but like everyone on there is super supportive. Just
Yeah.
and if you are a bit of a knobhead, then you get a telling off and kicked out. It's totally inclusive.
Yeah.
So come play with us.
Is that The Shining?
The Shining.
Shining, yeah.
The Shining. What a good horror movie.
I've never seen it.
Have you not?
No.
Oh, it's a bit shite. It's not one of my favourites.
Yeah. I've seen like so many parodies of it because it's like
Oh God,
one of these
yeah.
like, cult movies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
What's your favourite scary movie?
Oh, you're asking. I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
No.
Did you dislike horror as a...
I don't like horror as a genre. I like kitsch as a genre. I like very like campy type of horror stuff. I don't like proper stuff that like gets in your head. And,
Is it more like Evil Dead? Like proper tacky,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh
Yeah.
my God, look at the corn syrup.
Yes, I love a gore
Oh,
fest.
I love gore.
And that stuff's amazing. And just as long as they're chucking around buckets of blood, great stuff. But when it's
Carrie.
just like
No, actually,
just like jump scares and that like spooky music kind of gets into my...
Nah, I can't. No, I love psychological stuff, but I don't like jump scares. Like The Ring, stuff like that. Anything jumping out at me, I get way too anxious because I'm like, it's why the reason I can't game, because I know something's gonna jump out at me, and I get really like panicky and frustrated.
Even something like Minecraft, I get a bit with them bloody phantoms. I'm trying to build a roof on my house and they're just swooping in,
Bastards.
stressing me out.
Anxiety inducing. But yeah, I find like gore way better.
Yeah.
Way better. But my favourite, well, yeah, with that, I like, I don't know what it's classed as, but my favourite scary movie is A House of a Thousand Corpses, and has been for so long, but I don't know what genre that sits under.
Yeah.
Like, because it is a little bit jump scary, it's a bit gory, it's a bit fucked up and twisted, it's just Rob Zombie, and it's amazing. But we had a tragedy in the family this week, which was really sad. And Sid Haig died, who played the legendary Captain Spaulding, which was just broke my little heart when I found out. Like, I actually cried. I was at home just like, what the fuck? Like, he was such a good little egg. Like, just the patriarch of the most insensitive Firefly family in the world. And I'm really excited for 3 from Hell to come out now, because that was his last like performance, and apparently it's super powerful. Like, he's not in it very long because he was poorly.
Yeah, I was reading he was really ill for a while.
He just turned 80, like not long since. So he was a good egg. He was a really good dude. And Captain Spaulding is a friggin' like icon. Absolute icon.
One of my favourite clowns.
He is my favourite clown. I love him. So cool. I should get a tattoo of him, really. Yeah. That would be cool. I'll add it to my pile of tattoo ideas that I'm getting next, but now there's like 12 of them.
You're a proper tattoo lady, like.
I am. Not enough, though. Not in as much as I'd like to be, which sucks. But maybe we can get really famous and make some money from this, and then pay for my tattoos.
we started a wee wish list of things we want for the podcast. Because I want to get some new mics, and I don't think tattoos count as a podcast expense. But
I mean, by whose standards? Because I don't conform to society's standards. You're looking at me like you know I'm not wrong. Like,
I mean,
yeah.
and do you know what it is? I reckon the listeners at home would prefer to buy you a tattoo than they would be to buy me new mics. I bet they're like, oh, sorry, it sounds alright.
I am very good.
Just get her some tattoos, man.
Look how sweet and cute she is.
Mm-hmm. And then she'll speak about a tattoo she's got. She might even post a picture. I don't know I'm Scottish. Just my default impression.
I love it. It makes me so happy. Oh, people are just going to be listening like, just is all she do? Does all she do is just fucking chuckle constantly. Like, yeah, I do. I'm very easily entertained. Very easily upset. Like when cool people die.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing. That makes me very sad.
Passionate.
I'm passionate. I'm an empath.
One of the actors who plays one of my favourite characters also died this week.
Oh. Who's that?
Aaron Eisenberg, who played Nog in Deep Space Nine. It may shock you to learn that I'm a huge nerd and I'm really into Star Trek. Particularly the Deep Space Nine franchise.
I'm pretty sure Sid Haig was in Star Trek somewhere along the lines.
Quite possibly. A lot of people have done cameos in there.
That's cool.
But, yeah, and he was only 50 as well.
Oh.
So, you know.
It's always the good eggs, though, isn't it? I'm just sad now.
I know.
Someone bring me a puppy.
God, could you imagine?
I brought you a kitten.
Oh my God, I'd forgotten about that.
It's Saturday. This goes back to us being hypocrites. Yeah, Saturday afternoon at some point, you're asleep in my spare room. I go outside and kidnap a cat and bring it on the inside just to make you happy. Well, it wasn't solely for you.
Yeah, that sounds super. You didn't steal the cat; it just wandered in.
I enticed it in with some fish.
Did you lure it?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
And then kind of carried it in. But the back door was open. It was free to leave at any point. It just didn't. Because it liked us. You were just like, is there a cat in the house? It's like, I've got you a gift.
Do you know when you're asleep, but like you're still kind of wrecked? You're not really asleep. You're just like semi-conscious, and you can hear like conversations going on, and just I could hear a cat, and I was like, am I dreaming? Is this a weird fever dream? And I just seen you peeking around the door, going, Becca. And this wee cat, one little like, beautiful little fluffy little calico cat came in.
She won't shout at me if I've got a cat for waking her up. And you didn't.
I didn't. I was so excited. I love a cat.
It's like, look what I've brung you. Look what I did.
She was so inquisitive. She was just coming in and
she was doing laps of the living room, and yeah, we named her Martha.
After our favourite band. If you listen to Martha,
they still haven't got in touch with us.
But no, you're very busy. We're gonna have to accost them on Halloween.
Just be like, do you know who we are? No. I fucking don't. We can just give them stickers and be like, will you be friends with us?
Let's definitely do that.
I think we could absolutely do that.
Let's do a weird, drunk networking / promo event for the podcast.
That's what we did on Friday night.
I mean, I guess
we had many more listeners than we did Friday to Saturday, because I'd accosted them drunk and was like, listen to us chat shit. And they did. So,
technically, we can put that down as a business expense.
I mean, I've got the business cards covered. And the stickers are on the way.
I mean, we don't have any income, so we're not really a business. We're just a couple of gobshites.
Speaking shite.
2 gobshites and a microphone. That's where it's at.
What was the other one? Queer punks.
Talking about queer punk junk.
I like that one, but I always forget how to say it, and then I have to have you finish it.
Yeah.
That's just my whole
Maybe that's what we should do. That can be our handle.
Episode
Not
title.
handle, but a word like that.
Take it on as a hashtag.
Tagline, yeah.
Oh, that's our thing now.
Queer punk junk.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's never
my
gonna
God.
happen.
I was in Primark yesterday. That's Primark for the uninitiated. Don't know why I call it that. And you know what you get like in there. You know, you get the sale items and you're, oh, everything's so cheap in here. I'm not even worried. And it wasn't until I got home that I realised that I'd spent £8 on Mean Girls merch because
That you didn't need.
I did not need. I do not. The last thing I need in this house is another water bottle. £5.50. I used it once out of obligation. I probably won't again. And then you get these like cardboard things with like 5 or 6 enamel pins. And one of them said fetch, and I was like, I must have this. And then I realised after I got home,
They were £3.
£3, and it's not even a nice enamel pin. And
I do love an
I
enamel
don't want
pin.
any of the other 5. They're barely. I think one
Is there a
says Mean
burn book?
Girls. There is a burn book.
I'll take that one.
There's a
Add
You
that
Go
to my
Glen
collection.
Coco speech bubble. There's
You go, Glen Coco.
There's a school bus. And something else, which I can't even remember. Pardon me.
How uncouth. I'll always segue back. There's a manny in my house. I hope he's alright. He's another Dave.
I know.
So many Daves.
Why are there so many Daves? Stop calling your children David.
Oh, my best friend's called David. My boy best friend. Hi, Dave. He lives in Iceland and he's a twat because he lives in Iceland.
Yeah.
But it also means I get to go to Iceland.
I want to go to Iceland.
Come with me.
I was going to emigrate to Iceland at one point.
Come with me. There's a good little gay community in Iceland. It's really expensive.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll stay with Dave. We're coming to we're coming to get you, Barbara. Let's go to Iceland.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to Wales and Belfast.
Via Iceland.
Yeah.
Be cool. Why not? It's us.
I'll get some Celine, some little floaty armbands. A little outboard motor on the back.
Oh, she'll be lush. She's just getting new shock absorbers today. She'll be grand.
She's up at the car doctor.
It's past her MOT. She's a good little egg.
Yeah.
Now she's good to go for another year. Another year of adventuring. Just need some water wings.
Aye.
I love that little car.
I know, she's so lush.
She's amazing. She's like an actual entity though. Like I get in and greet her every time. I'm like, hey Petal, you alright?
Yeah. I think that says more about you than it does her, to be fair.
It
I mean,
does.
I'm the same way, right enough, but...
I like that. How do you say that word? Is it anthropomorphize?
Ooh.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Anthropomorphize.
Yes.
Yeah, that one. I like to do that a lot. I'm so proud of myself right now. I'm like, not only did I use a big word correctly, I pronounced it right.
I know, when I was putting her in the garage, I was trying not to, like, use pronouns for her. Because I feel like, I don't know if that ended up in any of the podcasts, but the other week we were saying about how when you're booking stuff for a wedding, don't mention the word wedding because they'll jack the price up. And I feel like if you say, I fucking love my car, she's my friend,
please take care of her.
take good care of her, they're going to be like, well, that's an extra £100.
Because you love her so much. Just like, oh, it's that little black thing out there. Like, can you just give that a once over? They're like, oh, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you did. I think that made it to the chopping room floor.
Yeah.
The wedding conversation.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know, because I had that conversation, so I remember that conversation.
I know, this is the problem. We'll go through. We'll do it after this episode, not immediately after. I need a pee. Um, but
Beautiful.
after this episode, we'll go through and we'll note down all the things that we've referenced, just so we can keep up with what you know.
I can't keep up with myself. How am I
But
meant to keep up with myself?
I know.
And you?
I know. It's a nightmare. It's a logistical nightmare. We'll get the Google Doc. Oh.
God's sake. Such a fucking effort. The things I do for other people. The things I do for you lot at home.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
We do work semi-hard on this.
We do.
So we appreciate your continued support. And we hope you're enjoying listening.
Mm-hmm.
As much as we're enjoying making the thing.
Mm-hmm. We've had some very positive feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly from people that are in and around our social circle.
Fair.
But, it's been pretty good. And people are saying they're enjoying listening to us just waffle on and talk about life. And it's nice to have us in the room. So thank you very much for your positive feedback and keep it coming. And if you've got nothing nice to say, then don't say it at all, because your mum should have raised you better. Or whoever raised you should have raised you better.
Fucking somebody should have raised you. Jesus.
Were you dragged up? Aye, a bit.
I mean the sames.
A bit.
So,
Just a smidge. I might be cutesy and sweet, but I'm rough around the edges.
go away and watch Bambi and learn yourself something.
Oh.
Oh.
That physically pains me.
Oh
Why
my
would
God.
you say that?
Because
Oh, Bambi.
No, I
It's
didn't.
like the Fox and the Hound.
Mm-hmm.
I can't watch that film. It makes me so upset.
Your face.
Look at what you've done to
There are
me.
tears.
Look at what you've done to me.
This is what happens.
It's like Fern Gully.
Oh God. I swear I blocked that movie out.
And the borrower... No, not the borrowers. The rescuers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the borrowers was funny. That was a good movie.
Yeah. God, what's his name? He played Bilbo Baggins. In the...
Martin Freeman.
No.
In the Lord of the Rings. Not the Hobbit.
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
The older fella.
Mm.
He was in the Borrowers though. This is making
Oh
great
shit,
listening.
he was, aye?
Yeah. That's about the only
Eee.
thing I remember about it.
Oh, I love the Borrowers. I always think about Lee Evans, but Lee Evans was in Mouse Hunt. That was fun. It was about a mouse.
Hunting.
No, he was being hunted.
Oh.
Which is even worse.
That is worse.
People are evil. Leave the creatures alone. I stepped on a slug last night and nearly cried, for God's sake. Like, genuine tears stood there in a stranger's backyard, like, oh, I'm sorry. Talking to all the slugs.
One time I went over to my friend's house in Heaton and we'd been like smoking marijuanas and that.
How un-Catholic of you.
And there's nothing in the Bible that prohibits smoking marijuanas. Anyways,
Fair point.
I was all in this like hippy dippy mood and like, people really, focus too much on, money and material things, and they don't pay attention to all the beautiful world around them and all this bullshit. And I'm in my head thinking all these highfalutin thoughts, and then I'm counting the coins in my hand because the last bus is due any minute now when I'm in a hurry, and I just trampled a whole family of snails.
Oh.
Speaking of being hypocrites,
Why would you tell me that?
I was telling the listeners at home I never feel badly because I can physically see your heart breaking before me.
Oh, I love all of the creatures. Unless they are wasps or moths or goats. Those three animals are sent by the fucking devil herself. And not in the nice way.
I think goats are cool.
One bit me, and their eyes are the wrong way around.
Their eyes are wonky.
They've got fucking
Letterback
evil in.
flies.
They've got evil in the right. They make me physically uncomfortable. And moths, you will never see me move as quick as you will if there's a moth in the room.
I can vouch for that.
Dogs can hear me squeal.
Mm-hmm.
It's freaking... Oh. Daddy long legs. Oh, they're up there.
Yeah.
I'll trap spiders and have a word with them and put them back outside or downstairs in the front porch ecosystem. But, yeah. Things me mother used to say. That was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Turn big light on.
Right.
Like, is your mum really your mum if she's never said, it's like Blackpool illuminations in here, and then gone around the house turning all the lights off? Have you ever been to the Blackpool illuminations, though?
No.
They should be on soon. We're going to have a drive down. We'll go to the Forbidden Lands. I'll take you home to Wigan.
Oh.
And we'll go drive down the illuminations.
I'm going to go on so many adventures.
Mm-hmm. You'll like the illumination. It'll be an adventure. Adventure for Celine.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That would be...
I'm anxious about it now.
What, because it's Wigan? You're like, if they're any rougher than you, I'm fucked.
just got new wheels on.
There's sheep in Wales.
No, just because when like half the reason we went to Edinburgh is it's just straight up the A1.
That's
and
true.
That's
straight
all.
down the A1 to Wigan.
Is it?
Aye.
No, man, more grand.
Aye. Be right.
It's good living on a motorway.
It is.
Yeah.
Very intersectional. Is that the right word?
No.
No? What would be the right word?
Well, it might work. I just think of intersexual in the context of the good kind of feminism.
The good kind of feminism.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't a bad kind of feminism. They're just called TERFs.
Well, that's a pretty bad type of feminism.
It's not feminism.
I know, but like...
If your feminism's not inclusive, then you're not a feminist.
Mm-hmm.
End of discussion.
That's
it. We'll just fucking leave you with that. Leave you with that. I don't fucking point out your male privilege.
Yeah.
I love doing that. It's one of my favourite hobbies.
Mm-hmm. It's wild how unaware boys are of their privilege.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it?
Exactly. Well, this is what I was saying last night.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is where I was, stepping on slugs and getting upset. I had to, like, go up this, like, weird windy path, and it was beautiful in the car. I was like, oh, these are beautiful woods.
Mm-hmm.
Super nice. But then I was like, I could get murdered here.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, I know it's really nice having a walk of an evening. And I was like, that's because you're a dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can do that. You can go out at night and walk in the woods and not fear that someone's going to attack you, and or worse.
Maybe we should start attacking dudes in the woods at night.
I mean, we've got axes.
We do have
What
axes.
sort of woman doesn't own an axe?
That's a very good point.
Quote Rosa Diaz. 99? Have you seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I have a Tumblr.
So Brooklyn Nine-Nine is your Ghibli?
Basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we talked about that last week, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah. That was totally in the podcast.
Yep. And my sister once again got in touch to tell me how amazing I am. Because, you know, I'm hella cool.
Class-like.
Pure class.
May I?
Fucking raging. To say that she has a Totoro DVD that I can have. So that is another excuse to go to Wigan.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
I mean, I do have Totoro on DVD. But, yeah.
So you're gonna, you telling tell my little 16-year-old sister right now that we're not gonna go and get this DVD.
I haven't the heart.
Right, so we'll go in. Yes! Road trip!
We're going to look at some light bulbs. And, what else you got in there?
Got a couple of nice beaches. Got Crosby Beach, where them creepy statues are on.
Oh, yeah.
What's his tits? Anthony was it Gormley who did them?
Yeah.
They're really creepy at night. I thought they were like the, what they called, Weeping Angels from Doctor Who. It was really high in my friend Tom's car, just like, I don't want to think they're going to get closer. But in daytime they might be pretty. And I've got I've got friends in Liverpool, Manchester, surrounding areas.
I mean, I say I've got friends in Liverpool. I haven't spoken to them in a while. They might hate me by now.
Who knows?
But we'll find out.
Well, you never
Just
know.
type up.
Exactly. And my friend, Callie, has a nice vegan restaurant down there. Don't do that. I love vegan food. But yeah, she's got a lovely little kitchen. I want to try some of her food, and that's called guac and roll.
Okay, that's quite tacky, and I think guacamole, so...
It's her derby name as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at you, interested now. I won't go on then. Yeah, alright then.
Okay.
So we can go see some roller derby while we're down there.
Okay.
I can just make comments all day and just reel you in.
I can wear my northern... Newcastle Roller Girls hat I got.
Your tarot was right.
Oh my god, it was. Tricking me.
Yes!
Luring me to Wigan.
I'm so proud of myself. I was like, no, it can't be about me. I'm not manipulative. I'm such an asshole in the best possible way.
Mon, I'll introduce you to a derby girl and she'll feed you some guacamole. Ollie.
In. Sold. Done.
Jinx.
And then we know full well Manchester's got a belting gay scene. So...
And punk scene? Cracking.
And Liverpool has a really good punk scene. I'll take you out on Wigan. It has a really disgusting rock bar, which you just have to go to and dance to like System of a Down until 4 a.m.
I mean, if you could just started with disgusting rock bar, it would have been.
And it's a dedicated rock bar too. It's not like a rock night. It is a rock bar, and it's awful, but so good at the same time. So we'll go in there and we'll get wrecked.
Rock bars sometimes attract twats though, so...
Oh, there are many. You'll encounter 90% of twats in Wigan. It's a kind of twatty city. Town.
Yeah.
Before anyone corrects me.
I mean, there are a lot of twats in Newcastle, to be fair.
Aye, but we can avoid them. There's a reason I moved out of Wigan.
Fair.
You'll meet them. Hi, friends.
I've gone off it now.
No, come back to me. You tell my sister that we're not going to Wigan, and she tells me that she misses me because I'm her favourite sister. I'm her only sister, so by default I am her favourite, and I take that.
That's fair.
It's like I always tell my dad I'm his favourite child. As we're my only child. I'm like, well, there you go then.
How are we for time? Because I need a wee. I know that's not good radio, but sorry, that's a crack.
We're an hour and 10, so...
Yeah, well, see you, gang. I'm busting for a pee.
Very nice, very quickly. Yeah, so usual admin. You can find us on Tumblr and Instagram at Queer Circus Podcast, on Facebook as Queer Circus Podcast. Or if you're old-fashioned, you can email us at queercircuspodcast@gmail.com. Auf Wiedersehen.
Au revoir.
Pet.
Bienvenue. Toodles.
Bonsoir.